There is a new coin that is literally getting itself kicked out of entire countries. Could this coin be the most misunderstood project of all time, or is it just on track to damage trust in the crypto industry yet again, like so many other projects have? Listen, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything in crypto, but that is why I'm here, to make things a bit easier for you. And I have been killing it in the crypto world for a while now, and I've seen how it's changed and grown. I do this for the noobs, and I do it for the crypto OGs. And all I ask in return is that you make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, boom, bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Now, let's go see what coin is supposed to change the world. Worldcoin is led by Sam Altman, who is the founder and CEO of OpenAI, which owns and operates a little thing called ChatGPT. You might have heard of it. Sam was also the president of Y Combinator, which many may consider the North Star of the startup incubation world. Obviously, Sam has had a ton of success with his past efforts, but will that success carry over into the Web3 world? We don't know that yet. But based on the headlines I see about Worldcoin, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. But let's give it a fair shake and take a look at the details. We just might be surprised. Worldcoin aims to create an identity and financial network owned by the majority of humanity. However, a lot of the crypto community shares concerns about the project's potential impact on privacy and security, which is basically everything that crypto, Web3, blockchain was built on. Okay. Now, how much data will end up being shared with companies like Amazon, Google, or even foreign governments? And hey, one of the main criticisms of Sam's ChatGPT was the evidence of political censorship and if Sam's principles on free speech could carry over to Worldcoin. It seems like the vast majority of the online crypto community is just not comfortable with a random company scanning their iris, and frankly, I don't blame them. You would have to build trust with a large consumer base like Apple has done to be able to gather biometric data in troves. Either that or pay people a lot of money. And that seems to be the direction that Sam took. People who have signed up for Worldcoin report that they have received 25 WLD coins. Now, depending on when the coins dropped into their account, that could have been worth a little more than 60 bucks. We now know that for a large portion of the Western world, 60 bucks is not worth handing over your biometric data. But in many poor countries, people willingly stood in extremely long lines and waited in record-setting summer heat because 60 bucks can buy a lot more food, gas, or even potentially even medicine for them. This is where the government of Kenya stepped in and shut it down by decree. In Kenya, they even raided a warehouse where Worldcoin was keeping the mysterious iris scanning orbs. This just sounds like a sci-fi future flick. Kenyan officials said Tools for Humanity, the parent company of Worldcoin, failed to disclose its true intentions when it registered in Kenya. Not surprising, but also not a good look for Worldcoin when you are kicked out of an entire country. But before we get too caught up in this nightmare of a product launch, let's look at the Worldcoin business model. What's the upside that would motivate Sam to further risk his already soured reputation? Worldcoin's goal is to create a universal identification system that differentiates humans from AI. To do this, they decided to roll out a global currency, WLD, that anyone can use anywhere in the world. Sounds like every crypto coin ever, but okay. They want to provide everyone with financial opportunities globally, or so they say. Kind of like a universal social security number that is secured by a blockchain. They generate revenue by charging fees to other projects and companies that want to verify the identity of users. So that seems, kind of useful. And if WLD coins gain wide adoption and the price goes up and to the right, then the Worldcoin team eats very well. Worldcoin is using the proof of personhood concept to ensure that each person in the system is unique and verifiable. Web3 companies that need to know their users' true identities would definitely be interested in paying for a service that could certify that ID verification. And they aren't the first to do it, but more on that in just a second, because this could actually work out very well for regulated offerings. And I'm not saying that we're going to do this, because Lord knows we're not. We're already knee deep in it. But for regulated crowdfunding offerings like Wolfer Finance and PreSend.io, this actually could probably help the KYC process of investors and make it easier to facilitate those people getting in faster. And you heard that right. Wolfer Finance and PreSend are both bringing regulated security offerings via the crowdfunding options on Acamona.com, fully compliant and approved by the SEC, issuing digital security tokens straight to the investors for their equity percentages in the company via the blockchain on Polygon to their cryptocurrency wallets. And they also have the ability to invest via cryptocurrency and be paid out via cryptocurrency. Pretty wild, huh? But what is Wolfer Finance? It is a master and validator noding company that master and validator nodes for the top blockchains that you've definitely already heard of. The Fluxes, the AVAXs, the FTMs, and Ethereums of the world. We also have a mining arm that is potentially coming out in the future, and we are the one and only company in the entire world that master and validator nodes and gives the retail consumer an investment opportunity in doing so. We are very uniquely poised to take advantage of a potential bull run that should be starting here in the next few months. So stay tuned and get involved if you'd like. But one of the most bullish things about Wolfer Finance is it owns a 10% equity position in a company called PreSend.io. PreSend.io is a revolutionary wallet transaction security software that stops blockchain and cross-chain transaction losses dead in their tracks. Think about sending USDC from a Polygon wallet to an Ethereum wallet. You probably just lost your money. Think about sending BNB from your wallet to Coinbase. You definitely just lost your money. But PreSend and its patent pending technology stops that from happening, and we're the only company in the world to be able to offer this technology due to our pending patent. And our whole goal is to take over the market and license this out to all of the big players in the game. The Coinbases, Crypto.coms, Krakens, Binances, and KuCoins of the world. The MetaMasks, Ledgers, Trezors, Trust Wallets, the Braves and Operas of the world. So if you want to get involved, make sure that you follow the channel and pay attention for when those offerings open. Now, back to Worldcoin, because my previous statement saying that they aren't the first ones to do it is about to be explained right now. A project that is actually still active called Proof of Humanity was born out of a similar desire to establish a reliable, inclusive, and fraud-resistant system to verify unique human identities in the digital world. If there is a saving grace for Worldcoin that I can see at least, it's that other projects have tried to do something similar in the past but lacked the resources that Sam clearly has at his disposal. The Worldcoin project has probably accumulated too much bad press in regions of the world that matter too much for the adoption of the service like this. In hindsight, if I wanted this project to work, which I'm not saying that I do or don't, I would have had Sam and other influencers go out and educate the masses first. Sam's team could have featured on 1 million podcasts and educated people on the importance of solving the problem of online digital impersonation and how Worldcoin could solve it. He could have really won audiences over with nuanced counter arguments to what would be the podcast host's predictable concerns. Classic PSYOP fun. But instead, they just released a service that fixed a problem that people really don't give a F about. And to make matters worse, they relied on a cold hard monetary incentive to grow interest. If they had community buy-in to begin with, then my guess is that they might not have needed to even have a monetary incentive. Not to mention the tokenomics are absolute trash. WLD only has a 1.2% circulating supply. Wow. Doesn't sound that decentralized now. They could literally flood the market with supply unlocks, and those $60 in WLD would be worthless literally overnight. But to be honest, I'm genuinely curious about how this is all going to play out. Because while the crypto community might hate WLD with a burning and fiery passion that consumes their soul, as of the recording of this video, Worldcoin has 2.2 million World ID signups already. There are 346 active orbs and users in 120 different countries. Worldcoin's launch has stirred up a mix of intrigue and concern with questions about privacy, security, and the true intentions behind this project. But it's clear that Worldcoin has made an impact. But will it be a positive one? Only time will tell. But that's all I have for you in this episode. Let me know what you think about Worldcoin and Sam Altman. Have you heard of Proof of Humanity projects before? Let's see what you guys have to say in the comments section. And obviously, if you like content like this, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up to this video. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.